What's going on, guys? T-Mart here, and today I'm bringing you guys another episode of Black Ops 2 Jumps and Spots, and as you guys can see, today we're going to be taking a look at the map Slums. So, anyway, starting off here, right at the beginning, we're going to take a look at this back spawn, the parking lot area. A lot of times, enemies will spawn back here and then kind of hang out, just because there's a couple of good spots. One is just sitting on this wall right here. It's really hard to shoot through. They'll just kind of camp this back alley, and the other one is they'll sit up on this dumpster and kind of watch towards A and stuff. So, if they're back here and you want to get them out of there, just kind of do your best, use stuns, grenades, etc. A lot of times what I'll do is I'll come flank around A through this back alley here. You can actually hop up on this dumpster and you can see back into that parking lot and you can jump up and shoot him if you have to. And then if you can't see him from there, you can actually hop up on these barrels right here and you can see the entire thing. So take out those campers. They're very, very annoying. And if you want to use this spot, it's decent. Sometimes, you know, in like hardpoint or whatever, it can be good. But other than that, this is kind of way too secluded to be very useful. Now, over here at ADOM, what do you want to do to capture it? Well, all you have to do is just use this dumpster. I mean, sit like this. Sit like this, sit like this. You know, it doesn't really matter. Just use this dumpster as cover. Put yourself on the opposite side of it from enemies, and it's going to help you stay away from grenades as well as keep you visually covered from enemies who may be looking to kill you as you capture the flag. Now, over here at B, as for capturing B, there's really not a lot you can do. B is one of the hardest flags to capture, definitely on this map, but most likely in this game as well, just because there's so many different ways that the enemies could come from. Typically, what I'll do, what usually works best for me, is I'll lay down on these stairs. Now, it doesn't work quite as well if the enemy is going to be coming from the C side. As you guys are going to see, if you creep out, they can kind of see you from that head glitch. You know, you can fight back, but that's not ideal. But if they're coming from A, it's actually pretty good. If you lay down right here, you're going to see that they aren't going to be able to see you from their little tire head glitch as you're capturing the flag, which is very, very useful. Now, one of the best spots in the game is right here next to B. Can anybody guess what it is? It's the statue. This thing is absolutely incredible. There's so many different ways you can use this thing. This ground level, you can see over into courtyard. You can see over there. You can come over here and do the exact same thing. I mean, it's so symmetrical. It's just, it's so good. You can also hop up on the middle level. You can use it as a head glitch like this. And then you can hop up on the top level. You can use this entire thing as a head glitch. I mean, this thing is just so good if you know how to use it right and make sure you don't get flanked. Now, you can also hop all the way up on top of this and you have some great line of sight. You can see all the way back into the spawn to check to see if the enemies are spawning over there. If you had a sniper, you might be able to hit a jump shot. You can kind of see this side street and jump up and kind of see over towards that hard point. You can even see this street over here, over by C, if you jump up. So the statue, it's very, very useful. Make sure you guys take advantage of it and just be careful of your sides and your back because there's so many different ways enemies can come from. Now, that being said, a lot of enemies typically sit up on the statue because it's so good. So if there are people up there and you want to take them out, rather than trying to fight them right on where they have a lot of cover, you can use these yellow dumpsters that are located all around the map. And if you hop up on these things, you're going to see you have a perfect line of sight to this top of the statue there. And you can jump up to check the entire thing if you want, but you don't need to jump to kill the people. So just hop up here. There's somebody up there. Take them out. And then there's another one all the way over here on the back side of the street that that you can use as well, right like that. So that is pretty useful. Now, over next to the guard statue, not the guard statue, next to the statue is what I like to call the guard shack. I don't know if it's really a guard shack. It looks like it might be somewhere where they put dead bodies. I don't even know. Maybe more. I'm not sure. But you can hop up on the little arms on each side of this and use this as a nice cover spot. This side isn't as good. You can only kind of cover as enemies come from the courtyard. But this side is even better. You can see all the way over into blue through the broken wall. You can see the tire spot where they come through there. And obviously on both of these spots, you just have to watch your flanks and make sure enemies don't come from there. Now, over here is another spot where you can check the statue. If you're on this side of the map over by Mechanic, you can hop up on this dumpster, hop on the van, and this gives you a very good line of sight over to the top of the statue. You can jump up and see the whole thing if you want to. And then also from here, you can actually see over into blue. You can see people running through there and jump up and maybe get a shot on somebody if you wanted to. Now, moving back towards the middle of the map, there is one really, really obvious hop over spot that I just want to include just in case some of you guys have never seen it, but you can use this to hop back and forth. It's pretty useful. But moving on, this armored truck right here is freaking crazy. So when it's not blown up and you're coming from the seaside, it's very good because you can look through these windows to see over into blue. So as you can see all the way through there, all the way over into the dumpster area, as well as you can see through the other windows. So you could sit here and like search and destroy and watch as people come towards you and then pop out and shoot them. Now, when it's not blown up, you can't see through to this side. But when it's blown up, as we're going to see in a second, hopefully I don't kill myself. When it's blown up, when it's destroyed, you can see over on this side. You can see all the way back into the laundry spawn, and this is just an incredible spot, guys. Make sure you take advantage of it. But when it's blown up, you can't see through this way. So not blown up, it's good when you're coming from C. Blown up, it's good when you're coming from A. Keep that in mind. Now, moving on, another good spot to kind of, use to cover as people come from the laundry side and from the C side of the map is you can hop up on this dumpster and then jump over to the fender of this truck right here, and you can use this as a nice little head glitch, and it's going to give you a lot of cover. Usually enemies won't expect you to be there. Now, this area right here is a hard point spot. It's often very, very hard fought for because there's just a lot of enemy spawns around it. And if the enemy team is going to be coming from A while you're capturing this, this isn't the best spot to watch that because you can't see the windows in blue. But if you hop up on this and then hop to the barrels right here, and I just messed that up. If you hop to the barrels right here, you can stand up and you can see that doorway from blue, and you can take people out as they come from there. But this isn't as good of a spot to cover people coming from C, just because this stuff is not nearly as durable as this stuff in terms of bullet penetration. Now, moving on over towards C, I do have a really, really, really good spot as my final spot for you guys for behind mechanic. And it's on this barrel right here. So when you come around this corner, oftentimes there are going to be enemies over by laundry or over in that area over there, or maybe even head glitching on those cement blocks. And you can't see them when you're up here. I mean, you can jump, but that's not really going to do you any difference. You aren't going to be able to shoot them unless you maybe have a sniper. So this doesn't really help you out. But what you can do is if you hop over here on top of all this trash, you can actually sprint and jump and crouch onto this barrel here. You can stand up or crouch or do whatever, and you can see through this fence and take people out on this side of the map, which is very, very, very useful. And this fence is really hard to see through. I'll show you guys the enemy's perspective. It's going to be hard to see you through there just because the graffiti on the wall and stuff behind you, it hides you very, very well. So there you guys have it. That's what I've got for this map. I hope you guys enjoyed. I've got a bunch of great videos coming soon. And thanks, guys, for watching. Check out one of the other 2 videos on the screen if you haven't seen them yet. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.